Hi everybody, welcome to another episode on Havoc TV. I'm Mikaylin, Rhode, aka The Rambler, aka Mickey. And today we have something, actually an NA car, something that I've never been in before, but something I've always actually wanted to experience. So before we get into the car, Jared, welcome.
Thank you so much, man, for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming along. Thanks for bringing your RunX RSi. So it's always been something that I've wanted to experience. You know, many people, I've had Toyota friends before and they've always wanted a RunX. And I never really, not that I didn't understand, but I always wanted to understand why everybody wanted to go, RunX RSi. What was so quiet about the RSi?
Like, the RSi was basically the car of Toyota, the affordable car of Toyota. You basically get everything. It's the power, the comfort, the looks, the reliability on top of that as well.
Yes.
All that you just basically need to do with the cars is a bit of breathing mods and look after it essentially.
Yeah. So before we go into all of the mods and stuff like that, guys, don't forget to please like, share and subscribe. If you like it, please share it with friends and family as well, please. And then also don't forget to hit that notification bell. That definitely helps you every time we upload a video, and you guys will obviously get notifications. So Jared, the mods, let's first start on the inside though. Is there anything that you did on the inside? Besides, I know the seats are stock, but I see a screen that doesn't look normal.
Okay, so it's basically one of the luxury Toyota Hilux decks that you get from Namibia.
Okay.
I just randomly fit well and yeah, it's in there. Further on is basically just the sound system, and I see the car's not enjoying the wing today because she's surging slightly.
Okay, so is that because of the fact that you have the stack on?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll get to that now, guys. What's happening on the outside? Okay, so not too much going on inside.
Stayed with the era.
Yeah, it's kind of part of that era still. But like I say, interior wise, it's very much Toyota style. And then just on the outside, bro, what's all done on the outside? So
okay, so basically on the outside, all that is done is a set of max track coilovers and then a modified stock exhaust actually.
Okay.
So it's decat with a 63mm speed box.
Okay, so basically you've just decat and then you just put on another back box.
Yeah.
And then in between that you still got the stock setup.
Basically, yes.
Okay, so then what's the stock size exhaust though? 57 mil?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you got 57 basically
63.
all the way, just still the back there, you've got a 63 at the back.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then anything else in the motor? Is there anything going on in the motor? Is there anything that you've added?
Okay, there's a motorcade induction that I've tweaked slightly myself. So now and again I put in my light that I've broken up. And it's got a stack coming through it. If not, then I've got an induction running till under the number plate, or like today, where the fog light is coming out through the fog light.
Yes.
Oh my word! The induction is coming out through the fog light cover.
Yes. I've seen it in front, but I know you also kind of take it off sometimes, because I know you say
Weather
that
dependent.
Yeah, exactly. So. But I mean, the stack makes a big difference. Besides the performance, the sound that it gives, especially with these cars, because they're high revving cars, man. Like you've got to rev this car for that sound.
Yes.
You know, it doesn't give that sound unless you're revving it. You know, and the stack just makes through, and the stack itself just gives it that extra sound.
Oh yes.
So yeah, it definitely helps with breathing at the end of the day. And as you say, these cars, they want breathing though. They want breathing mods. If they have breathing mods, it's best for them. It's what they want. So NA cars generally, you can follow that car.
Okay.
NA cars generally, it's all about breathing mods. If you make the motor breathe, that's what they want. It's not like a turbo car where you can still, like some people say, you mustn't put the induction inside the engine bay, it's going to take so much heat, but what they forget is that you have an intercooler, so the intercooler cools down some of the stuff. Whereas the NA car, you don't have that type of setup. You've got, it's either pulling in warm air or it's pulling in cold air. And here we go. Yeah, so that VVT, you can hear it. You can definitely hear that thing. You can hear the lift come in there. It comes in at what, about 6.5? 6,000? 6.2.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I wasn't still adventurous like some of the RSI owners to fit the chip. I think this car is perfect as it is. Doesn't need anything else.
And you can change it when the lift comes in.
Yes, with the chip.
Okay. So obviously some guys probably bring it in earlier.
Yeah. The lowest that I've heard the guys set it is 3.8. Some of them.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Well, that's very early, eh?
It's very early.
That's actually too early in my opinion.
It kicks in before the VVT.
Yeah, basically.
So I'm like, now what's the point? Like, with some of them with the chip on, you hardly hear how lift comes in.
Yes.
Like you will just realize all of a sudden, wait, but that's lift.
Okay.
Whereas with the ECU, you will hear that crossover.
Yes, yes. Yeah, because now you could hear when we went into lift, you can hear the cars going into lift. But yeah, I think that's the best part about these cars, man. Is the fact that you get that lift, that sound, and people really love these cars for the way it sounds, not just for the way they look. Because they do look really nice when you lower them, put on a nice, you keep the wheels nice. You can keep them stock. You don't have to put on a rim on this car actually.
You just need a low profile tire.
Exactly. You actually don't need to put a wheel on this car because the wheel on this car is already perfect for this car.
Everyone else then putting it on their cars now.
Yeah.
Even the Hondas.
Yeah, you don't need it. You don't need to exactly. You don't even need to put a wheel on here. So these cars are really, really nice as they are. And like I said, these cars are reliable, like you said earlier.
Yeah.
If you look after these cars, they definitely look after you. And I think that's the most important thing with these cars. They're very, very reliable cars, and they do make power, and they make power quite nicely actually. So what type of power figures you have on this car? Talking about power?
The last time the car was actually dynoed, the car made 142 and 188 newtons.
Okay. So that's pretty close to stock. What's the stock normally?
140.
Yeah.
So it's around about.
Oh, that's what they claim in the factory, eh? 140.
Yeah.
And it probably out of the factory probably makes a little less here. Probably, but then again we don't also know because a dyno is just really a tool.
Of course, yes.
So
and not all dynos are the same.
And not all dynos are the same.
No stress.
Yeah. Okay, so we're taking the car around the Val Drive. We're not pushing it around the Val Drive though.
We're trying to be safe.
Yeah, we're trying to not also.
Roll.
We don't want to do something stupid, but yeah, car sits very nicely in bends, eh? It's actually not bad for a hatchback as well.
The only cuck is, oh sorry for my language. As I mentioned to you earlier, the 2ZZ, funny enough, the 1ZZ comes with a baffle in the sump, but the 2ZZ doesn't. So I'm not the type of person to only drive fast in a straight line. I love bends much more than a straight line.
Yes.
Because that is actually what makes you a driver, is the bends.
Yes.
So I don't even know the bend on Jansmats just before you get Pinelands.
Yes.
Yeah. So of enjoying that bend too much, I ran a bearing knock.
Okay. Because obviously the oil
was shifting.
And I'm assuming that's the reason that actually happened.
Oh yes.
Okay.
So that was also a bit of a learning curve for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I don't know why. I think it was maybe a toxic trait about me, but for me to get to know a car, I must rebuild it.
Okay.
So yeah, ever since then, there was a bit of ups and downs, but I'm happy with where the car is at the moment.
Okay.
all we've been doing so far is just servicing the car. That's
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Like I say, if you look after these cars, they're very good cars.
They run for years.
Yeah, they can. Definitely can. Yeah, and I just think the fact that these cars were NA, man, just made it actually better. I'm actually glad that they didn't try a turbocharged setup on these cars.
Of course, yes,
They actually
because
kept it NA.
imagine this. Okay, but they do also come out supercharged as well.
Yes, they do. They do.
But it's still not the same. I
Yeah.
prefer the naturally aspirated over the supercharged any day.
Yeah. So guys, so what we're gonna do is we're still gonna do the pools. I'd really like to experience the car, obviously full tilt, in lift. Besides all of that, just the noise of this car at that sort of rev is what I'm looking forward to hear what it really sounds like when you're really revving the thing, because ultimately that's what these motors want to do, and so you want to kind of hear it up there.
But then it's junk that the stack is facing forward. Because
Yeah,
that induction
so
sitting
the
in
induction
front
noise, they're
is
going to
much
hear.
better.
They're going to hear the induction
They're going to
noise.
hear it much
You're not
better
going to
than
hear it
us.
so much, but they are going to hear it on the video, because obviously they're obviously going to catch it from the front.
Yes.
Sorry. Front. And it does it? Do you have that pop also out of the exhaust when you pop?
Yes, I
Like
do.
on the accelerator, no?
Yes,
I know
but
these
it's
cars
only
do
in
that.
lift.
Okay.
So under lift it will give like a boop or whatever else, but in lift, oh. But I want to do it properly where you can actually feel how it comes through the car
Oh,
and
okay.
out the exhaust. Are we going now?
Yeah, we can go.
Okay.
Alright guys, so we're going for our first pool. Yeah. Yeah guys, so that's the first one. Sounds very good. You're gonna hear it soon in front, and you can zoom one.
Okay.
And we'll do another pool now. We're gonna do a launch.
Small one.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna launch the car. Yeah, and that's how it's done. And I think that's the thing about this car, man. That's what I'm saying to you all the time. The thing about this car is always about the way it sounds, man. And that's what makes it so much fun. You know, it's the type of,
yes.
it's the sound you can get from this car. It just makes it, yeah, it's a lot of fun. guys. So we're gonna do just one more. We're having too much fun here. You look like you're having too much fun.
I get to do it on a daily basis and still not hit me yet. That's too cackling. You will bring out the inner child and demon in me.
Yeah, it's fun times. That's perfect.
Oh, en net wag afterwards or so.
Yeah, perfect. Right, guys. So there you have it. Jared's having too much fun, guys. This is now.
I need to stop.
Yeah.
Fidel gonna kill me.
Yes. That's what you were talking about.
That's what I want.
Okay, that's one way to hit it.
Okay, so that's we ended it with a bang, literally. So yeah, Jared.
You have felt that in my whole.
Yo.
Yo.
Brother, I can feel what you feel because you actually feel it in the seat. That backfire, you actually feel it in the seat. Yo.
Every time. Every time.
Right, guys. So guys, as you heard it, we ended this one with a bang. An actual bang. Like a real bang. Final Austin the car break. So Jared, thanks for availing yourself. Thanks for bringing this car around. It's been so much fun. This car is a lot of fun. I can see you having too much fun, so we need to stop this video now because this was having too much fun. But yeah, thanks again to everybody that's subscribed and everybody that keeps on watching and your support. We really do appreciate it. This is Havoc TV, completely disruptive.